What's up, YouTube? I am finally getting around to doing this video I supposed to been doing a long time ago, and I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. I had to write myself some notes so that I could kind of stay in order, but I was going to go back because my first video started off with me already at one of my two very first notary appointments. And so I wanted to go back to just kind of give like a brief explanation of how I started off in the notary / loan signing world and what my journey has been like. So a friend of mine first presented loan signing information to me, and I just was intrigued by it. So I started doing a lot of research, just learning different stuff about what a notary and a loan signing agent does, and I wanted to get into this business. So I started looking up different things, learning different things, do's and don'ts, rules and regulations, different things like that. So once I decided that's what I wanted to do, I started my journey. I applied through the state. I am in Virginia, so I applied through our state to become a notary. My goal, I am not going to say my goal, but my eye was on loan signing agent work. But in order to be a loan signing agent, you do have to be a notary. So I applied through the state, got commissioned. I then had to go to our local court and get sworn in. So once I done that, then that's when the real work began. All while this is going on, I'm still doing a lot of research, still just learning what I can learn. So once I got commissioned, I got me a mentor. I don't know how people feel about it, but I wasn't going to start this journey without knowing that I could find a mentor to help me, because this was a new world for me. So I wanted to speak with someone that was a veteran in the game. So went through Instagram, found me a mentor, hooked up with her. My first meetup, we met up for like 2 hours. She gave me tons of information. She started me off with certain papers, certain certificates, which in the notary world, those are jurats and acknowledgments. Started me off just with different paperwork that I needed. She also gave me a certificate for completing her 2-hour course. So from there, continuing research, I think every day, I don't care if it was for 30 minutes here or 5 or 6 hours there, I was doing my research. Once I felt comfortable after meeting with the notary, because she works with you for 6 months. Hopefully by that time prior to the 6 months, hopefully you're ready to be on your own, but she does give you 6 months if you need it. From there, I started structuring my business. I formed an LLC, which I filled out myself. I had actually done an LLC last year sometime for a different business venture that I was going to do, and I paid InkFile to do it. When I say never again, once I did that LLC myself, I said, I don't know why people pay for this. It is one of the most simplest things that you could do and save yourself some money. So this time around, I done it myself. It took me probably 10 minutes on, I believe you're on, I forgot the website. I probably should have found that out first. But whatever the LLC website is that you can apply yourself, you put in that information and pay, I think it was $100 fee. You pay that, boom, I printed it out as soon as I was done. I also applied for a EIN, which I did myself. That is free on the IRS website. So I got that. And once I did that, I started purchasing my supplies, my stamp. I applied for my stamp. my journal, just different things I knew I needed, pens, just different things I know I needed as a notary, because I wanted to get comfortable in the notary work first, and the general notary work first. So I started getting certain supplies that I needed, that I know I needed to be able to do notary work. From there, I'm still researching. Again, every day, this is a nonstop thing. Even though I'm picking up speed as far as my progress, I'm still doing a lot of research meantime in between time. So once I structured my business, I also started making business cards. I got a business checking and savings account. Started purchasing other stuff like, or I started doing other stuff like getting into Facebook groups, because there's a ton of information there. A lot of veterans in those groups willing to help you. They also have just a lot of like document information that you can use. So I definitely suggest joining notary/loan signing agent Facebook groups. I created all my social media pages so that I could start marketing myself. I also, in the meantime, got certified in being a doing mortgage field inspections. So I got certified in that. I gathered the supplies that I needed for that. Also during this time, some point during this time, I switched my personal cell phone account to a business account. So I still have my personal phone, but I also have a business phone as well. And at some point in time, I started getting appointments, which is where my first video start off, me being at my first appointment, because I didn't document all of my progress and process from the beginning. So my first video on YouTube starts off at me being at my first appointment, or maybe I was leaving my first appointment on my way to my second appointment. I've had several appointments since then, and it definitely gets easier with time, with each appointment, because I was hella nervous at the first one. So it definitely gets easier. I started using the money that I was making to buy or purchase more marketing stuff, because in this world, you're only as good as your marketing. So purchasing more business cards, updated my business cards since I had a business cell phone at this time. So updated my business cards. I also purchased like card magnets with my information on it as a notary. I've been starting to make certain things on Canva that'll help with marketing, help me have stuff to be to post on a regular basis on my social media. So market. That's market and research are like the main things that I focus on whenever I do have time. Like if I don't have appointments outside of my regular job, because I do work a regular 9 to 5. So I mainly do my notary stuff in the evening or on the weekend. I haven't yet signed up for any signing services yet. I have this printer and a scanner, a brother's printer and a brother's scanner, and I haven't even taken the printer out of the box. I'm not the best in technical world, so I'm gonna have to have somebody come over and help me link them together, link them to my phones, all of that type stuff. So once I do that, then I'll feel comfortable with reaching out to the signing services. The signing services are the people that call you, text you, email you for loan signing agent work. So I haven't quite gotten into that yet, even though some of my notary appointments have been for loan documents, housing, home documents like closings, loan modifications. So I've still been able to get my experience and my feet wet with those without it actually being from the signing services. So I've been having just different experiences with different documents, so power of attorney, loan modification, background checks. I signed one, what was it? Someone needed some court documents signed. They were petitioning the court to get their gun rights back. what else? Several different types of documents that I've gained experience with. So I am excited about it to keep growing, and I am hoping that I can start doing these YouTube videos more. Just be more consistent with it, because I think I know it's probably been well over a month since I did my last video. So hopefully I can get on it and stay consistent with it. But anybody got any tips, want to share any information, ask me anything. Again, I am a notary / loan signing agent / mortgage field inspector for the state of Virginia. So anything that I say is Virginia processing based. I know a lot of different states have different rules and regulations and what you can do and what you can't do. I only know about Virginia because that's where my knowledge is starting off at. Maybe down the line I'll grow and learn about other states, but right now, all of the information you got to know, I'm only on Virginia right now. So anybody have any tips or knowledge they want to share or questions they want to ask, hit me up. I'm KB the Mobile Notary.